Round 3 at Agua Dulce in the Platinum Tour this week. We're fighting. We're fighting. We're not nearly as close to the bottom as we have been of late. Our game is starting to trend in the right direction. We move up to the front tees this round. High winds out of the southwest. Very firm fairways, firm greens that are actually a little bit below the, they're somewhere in between rounds 1 and 2. I think right about in the middle. So it'll be fair, but the hard part is these greens are pretty slick, even though the green speeds may indicate otherwise. But we're going to give it our best. We're going to fight out here. We've got a nice drive set ahead of us, so let's get this thing kicked off and underway. Little bit pull fast, but if it has the distance here, we should be able to pull ourselves back into the fairway. There we go. Nice bounce. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Boost, thank you for the luck. Maximo, welcome back. You made it to YouTube, Maximo? Say hi, YouTube. Welcome, everybody else from the other side. You guys will get a chance to check this out tomorrow, but we're live on Twitch right now. All right. These pins, even though we get wedges into these greens, things have been, it's been tough sledding. It's been tough sledding. Because we're going to get a couple of yards out of it. Firm greens, and then it's like, can we get the rollout? Can we land it in a spot that we can do something with it? And I'm afraid that that's really the part I'm not sure of. Because realistically, if we get out to like 106, I don't see 8 yards coming out of this shot. Right? And that's short. So if you can like maybe... And it's downhill there. Do you go up a club to the sand wedge and try and bring it maybe back that way? Like play a little bit extra loft on the sand wedge, full backspin, and then bring it from there. We'll see. This is going to be a speculative shot. Felt a little bit slow, but the line is still pretty good. We're over, bounce and bite. Come on, bite. Get in there. We're rewarded with a bender. We are absolutely rewarded with a bender. And we're in there. Birdie on the first. Here we go. Here we go. Again with the front pins. So we've got about 10 miles an hour. This 6-iron is something you could probably land around pin high, bounce it and roll it, but the greens aren't super fast, so I don't know that it comes back, but you don't want to land here. Because otherwise, now you're trying to land the fairway, which is very firm, get it on. It's a lot of release. So I think what the play might be is 6-iron. Play it from this right-hand side with some loft and let it trickle over to the hole. Ooh, a little bit under hit. If this hits the fairway, I'm concerned what might happen. Oh, okay, so because of the headwind, it actually didn't have enough momentum here. That's okay. A little bit down. It's actually fairly tame towards the hole, so we should be able to hit something not too crazy. Take the hop, let it roll out, and release down in towards the hole. Go on, cut across. Keep going. Almost with the birdie start. Almost with the birdie start. That's okay. We got one of those Prime subs. Come on, Boost. Get in there. Thank you very, very much for choosing to use your Prime sub over here. I hope you enjoy your faces. Too kind. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so the goal here is to try and land somewhere on the right-hand side of the fairway. Maybe even out towards the rough and let it kick back. Full loft, full backspin to try and hold. That's a beautiful strike. Look at that. Look at that strike. Out on the right-hand side. If we find the left-hand rough, then I don't know what else to do here. Right down Broadway. 367. And now we've left ourselves wedge in hand, which is a pretty awesome proposition. Now we are a little bit in between the two clubs here. Got about 10 miles an hour at the back with the sand wedge, so maybe we get 6-7 yards out of it. But probably with the uphill, we're only carrying maybe 130, which is like short on the green here. You got to make sure you land on the green, which is the hard part. Because if you go long, like, this is just going to be problematic for us. So I'm going to add fair amount of loft and decent backspin, take the kick, and then it should roll out a little bit. May as well get some knowledge back from this Bezo back. Hopefully there's something to be learned. All right, come on, nice gap wedge here. Oh, it's drifting right. Get on the green. Nope. That sucks. It's the difference between a very firm bounce on the fairway and landing it on the green, but we get just that little bit too much slow. Pull it out to the right, and just the way the ball reacts is so much different. But we do have a chance to still find maybe an eagle from here. If not, let's cozy this up and make sure we find ourselves a birdie. Uphill with the break, it comes in, and then we still get the drift. Yeah, something like here. We give it just a little bit more. Sit. Don't be too firm. Okay, just a little bit over hit there, but 4 foot to go should be enough to just sit it on the outside here. All right, unfortunate, because I definitely feel like we could have given ourselves a much better opportunity to eagle that. But we'll take the cards we're dealt. Also, we played over here on round 2. I'm gonna stick with it again. The left-hand side just scarred me enough in round 1 that this is, I think, gonna be our play for all 4 rounds. Might be a little bit tougher and up the hill, but I'd rather be on the fairway. I would just absolutely rather be on the fairway here. All right. I think we end up with the way this is uphill and the wind. 2 clubs might be the call. So, straight up, that's 170. I mean, wind's going to play less, but still going to play a decent bit. So, what's the 6-iron looking like? 180. This is going to be too much club. Little bit of loft and cut it back in. Bit much on the carry, but it does have some good breaks on it. So that ends up being a pretty decent shot. Get it out to 10 feet. Now it's just a matter of, can we ride the wave on this? Left to righter. Gotta make sure you're outside the hole. You gotta make sure you're outside the hole. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be like this every time? Every time. It's still somehow, some way, somehow always seems to find a way just beneath the hole. And I don't know what it is that I'm seeing or not seeing that's putting me like that. But it is what it is. That has been our struggle through and through with those putts. All right, a little bit pulled left. Hopefully we are center enough fairway here that we don't get, with the very firms, crazy left to get all the way out. Roll down the hill and then should settle down in the bottom here. Perfect. 165 yards in. So that's going to put the 9-iron short. We've got downhill at the feet, but then the wind's still in about that 10-yard mark. So I think 8-iron is probably going to be our play. Think you definitely want to be playing this from the right. Let it curl because it's going to go back left to right at the end. I'm just going to give it like a... just like a touch on the loft. Nah, we're actually gonna play it. Yeah, just a touch. Little fast, so we're gonna be a little bit longer and left here. We'll get some drift back to the right. I don't think it's gonna have enough roll though to make this putt not crazy downhill. Oh wow. Okay. That got quite a bit more roll than expected. Well then let's pay that off, shall we? Let's pay that off. Okay. I did not think that was going to ride as much momentum down as it did. I'm not sure if that was the fast or what exactly was the main factor there, but we take those. Pull fast. That might just ride right into the bunker. It's at least off of the fairway. Got just a little bit too ahead of myself on that. Which is fine. Like, it means that we can't try and approach this, which would have been... Well, maybe we can still. I don't know. 210, then the big uphill. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just loft the 5-iron. Find fairway, and we'll deal from out here. Yeah, I think with the perfect drive there, we have a chance to try and get something up on the green, but no boost. I'm still on the default PS5 controller. I don't have the edge. I don't know that I'll get it, mostly because I'm stingy and don't know. Like, I don't want to put out the money and then it not actually like change enough for me, you know? Alright, we're gonna try and... I think what we're gonna try and do is go, like, straight behind the hole here. And then spin it back down. Little bit slow. This is definitely gonna bite back. It's full backspin up the hill, yeah. Trying to be a little bit longer because I didn't want that. But now we actually have... Is this one that you putt? It might be straight enough to putt it. Like it goes right to left. I'm trying to get down and read this putt and I keep switching back to the other club. It's the right to left movement at the start, but it does move back left to right at the end, so I think you probably just play it straight on. That's firm. Needs to hit the hole. Wow, that slows down though at the end. I really thought the way that took off, really thought that was gonna be like way too firm. Front pin 202. Not an ideal situation. I think you land the 5-iron like just short. So the question is, can we play a bit of backspin on it to like have any sort of chance to maybe get it to start stopping, but you want to still land it on the green so that it doesn't roll forever? Oh, I almost took 4-iron there. That would have been bad. I'm doing this constantly where I am landing it like, we get away with that one somehow, but man, I'm doing that where we are like inches from the number that we need to be. Oh man, okay. That works out, but like, the number of times that I'm like just a hair off and then hitting the fairway instead, it's not great. Miscut by 3 to 4 strokes, depends where it ends up. Probably looking at a demo. It happens, Busey. It happens, man. The beautiful thing is you have the ability to remove those demo marks. So that's the beautiful thing of it. Always next week. Alright, so that's high winds. It's gonna play like maybe 12, so land a little bit short of here. 6-iron's gonna want to roll. I'm gonna play it over here because it does move left to right. I'm gonna play it stock. I know it's gonna want to release, but it also should have some stopping power. Slowed it. It's actually not terrible. Again, this is like, there's something about it with this track, like you being short is not always a bad, or like being just off the green tends to be where the uphill is. Come on. Time to break out the charts for distances. Busey, if you don't think I don't have it out all the time, but it's definitely, in my opinion, a very smart thing to have. It is definitely a smart thing to have. We're driving the green down here. Or not the green, the fairway. Oh, hit it fast. Look at how far left that goes. We're going to be out the side. That's too much now. I may have, with the very firms, actually been too far from that side as well. So that was aggressive. That was definitely aggressive. Thought you couldn't chip in Plat, Casey. Turns out things can change, which is good for us. This is, I don't know what's gonna happen here. We're gonna play 8-iron, full off, full backspin, and just hope. Pin high. Ish. It's gonna be a tough putt, but like, all things considered, that's solid. That's solid. Let's see what we got here. That might be too firm again. Yeah. Not by much, but just a little bit. So definitely don't love that we've got 5 feet coming back. I've just been a little bit heavy on the putt pace, but we're 5 under going out. We are 5 under going out, which is very nice. Hey, thank you, Casey. Thank you for the 100 bits. All right. These very firm fairways make it so that you have to play like a high. You're basically just always playing like a high cut into the wind. Like, just pretty much find the high side of the fairway, fully loft it, and play it up that way. Probably need to be putting full backspin on him as well, like full off, full backspin, and that just be the way that we go. 134. 10 at the back, which doesn't play a full 10, but let's just say 7. So 142. It's like not much further than this. The bounce is going to be pretty big. So if I still play just like a little bit of D-loft on the gap wedge and full backspin, maybe that's it. Because this is too much club. I pulled it too. If it was a little bit fast, I think we get away with it, but I hit both in the same direction there. I don't know that you can. This is like death. This is like I couldn't miss this left. Can I get it onto here? Ah, too short. I'm like trying to play that cute because like, and now I'm really screwed because it's the same thing again. So like, we're just trying not to take double bogey. That was so bad. That's so bad. Got out of position and just killed my... Killed any chance we had at not even scoring, but just saving ourselves. Dirty dog, you. Damn. Ah, all right, bounce back. Bounce back. That's just one bad input to the wrong spot. Well, two bad inputs, I guess, but the first one is what sets up the whole thing. Done that so many times. Yeah, it's just get a little bit pull and fast, and so everything goes. If it's just the pull or just the fast, I think we find the ridge and bounce right. But you end up on the other side of that, and I mean, you can kiss it goodbye. All right, wind is rotating on us. Wind is definitely rotating on us. One pixel from glory. I was trying to dissect the pickle, and I was like, you pickle one glory? I was like, I don't know what a glory is in terms of like pickling. It's like I having a hard time dissecting this one. Please explain. All right. Maybe a little long, but I can't flirt with the front too much, so go with the D-loft and some spin to try and set it up there. You're gonna pickle the pickle? I mean, somebody might be into that. Say somehow it's gonna end up across the front of the hole because that's just where it goes. So still forever trying to figure out how to not be below the hole on those downhill braking putts where you're trying to control your pace. I haven't figured it out. So if somebody knows the trick to like not having to slam the downhill putts in order to find the cup, I would love to know the secrets. Because I cannot for the life of me figure it out. I cannot for the life of me figure it out. I'm always like, really good line, but just scraping low. Alright, we're gonna go full backspin. Full backspin, loft it quite a bit. The fast is okay here. It's the pull that's big time. Because that's barely fast, but that's big time pull. But we have a chance at the putt. Like, it's actually fairly tame. Starts to the right, but finishes left to right, which means that we should be somewhere out to the left a little bit. Okay. That double bogey just never happened, right? That double bogey just never happened. Man, these pins are nasty. Like, you get wedges, which is cool and all, but it's like a tailwind into a front pin, and you just are left asking yourself, how am I meant to approach this? Like, what is the designer... What is the designer expecting from me, the player? That's an identical swing to the last one. Just inside out, baby fast. Expecting a par probably, and to suffer. I think both of those are. I think both of those are factual. I think both of those are factual. It's like it's the baby movement early with the bigger swing at the end. Come on. Alright, so it's like we went on a little bit of a par train. Around the turn. Is it ideal? No, but is it manageable? Yes. A little fast. Come on, wind. Come on. Come on, somehow kick right. I think it kicks straight left. It kicks straight. Imagine that. Neither right nor left, just right down the middle. Okay. Okay. Do you think TGC needs to... yeah, maybe. Potentially. I mean... I think mostly just plat. And some of it's scheduling, some of it's the courses. I mean, these are all major courses. I didn't think Elite was that bad, but I also shot well, so... you know, recency bias and all of that. Okay, 43. $51. Should play short, but a little bit of bounce and release. So I'm going to play just a little loft. Nice shot, but the swing plane's a little left. Stay up on the ridge. Too much momentum. Pulled it left. Like, that's at the cup. That's at the cup or a little bit to the right with a really good shot if we're on line. Start playing more if you want to compete. Yeah, Busey, I think a big thing for me is the fact that now I'm streaming 4 days a week instead of 2. Have to think that that's helping out the cause in terms of, you know, our consistency, especially input wise. You're just getting more frequent reps. It's a good try. Yeah, Scotty, the golf's going all right. We went 5 out going through the front 9, and then we double bogeyed 10, I think? Par 11 and got birdie to get it back. Just had a little bit of an unfortunate mistake input-wise. Got ourselves out of position. Now this should kick left and maybe being out of the rough be enough to hold us on the fairway. This is a 17-hole course. 17-hole executive. All right, if we can dial this in, we've got ourselves now, because of that, that's 2 times we've managed to hold the green on 15, and you could definitely get rewarded for your efforts a bit more on this round, I feel like, than the first. It's just gonna be a matter of getting the actual like alignment correct, because these lies have been playing ridiculous. These lies have been playing absolutely like just absurdly. So let's see like what it would be. Something like here maybe, and then you're talking about something here maybe. I don't know. See if we can get the execution down. Nice and easy. Like, look how much that kicks out to the left. That wind basically did nothing. That hurts. That hurts. The wind is basically nothing. Hit the fairway. But, like, how am I just that dumb? That input was so good, but unfortunately, it's just... Thanks, Scud. Get the nice swing, but just... That lie plays, I mean... 5 yards left of where I'm aimed. But I guess the wind is too taily. Doesn't hold it up enough. Alright, so if we play this full... This is like to the pin, a couple yards short, and then you add another 5 yards off of that, and now we're like here. Let's just say I don't love this, but I think the flop is better than the chip. Yeah, that's better than the chip's ever gonna be there. That's better than the chip's ever gonna be. Okay, so I wanna just, if somebody have a count on this, how many front pins with tailwinds? Just, we did, I do remember the one where we had a headwind with the 5-iron, but like, how many front pins with tailwinds? I feel like there have been just an astronomical amount. Like, this has been absurd. A little bit slow. And that takes us enough offline to be bad. If that's a touch fast, we're on the green. Okay. So we've got to flirt with, like, here, right? So uphill, that lie. Now, I need to be careful because we did this earlier and it was problematic. We shorted ourselves. That might be too far now. Come on, sit. So that's further than I want it to be, but we obviously know what happened earlier when we took the double. So I'm trying to play smart here and just not leave ourselves short twice. Because if we leave ourselves short twice, like, now we're going for that same double bogey. That's, like, pretty much the formula for it. That feels short. Yeah, I could feel it. That's not where you want to be. You want to be able to hit that full. That's the right read. Just an input mistake. Just kind of one of those ones, got uncomfortable over it and, like, was really trying to feel exactly where I want to be on my power and just kind of got in my own head. Well, that rolls through and into the heavy rough and into another front pin. You got to be fairway for this one. Now we're just trying to be on the green. Now we're just trying to be on the green. I mean, if we low roll here, I mean, I don't really know what you do. This is shape pitching wedge. If we fly, I don't know. This is just a luck shot. This is just a luck shot. And get, like, so lucky. Stop rolling. We called it from the start. That's luck from the moment the shot is even thought of. Because you're fully dependent. You're fully dependent on lie range and everything with that. So I wish you know I could go back in time and not say that. You know, it would look a lot cooler in a clip, but yeah, I'm not gonna try and act like it's anything different. One last drive. I really thought that was gonna carry further. I, like, really thought that was gonna carry further. I was playing it, like, in a way that would land in the rough and bleed on. But that ain't it. But honestly, from 218 out, we were never even putting that close. You're maybe out the back, maybe the plays go out the back of the green and chip it back up, but I guess the play now is out here. I feel like I've been baited by that drive now a couple of times. I think round one, we managed to get it out to a point where we had such a good lie that we did a driver off the deck up here and had to 2-putt or 3-putt. And then the last two rounds, I've been off. All right. Nice little pitch shot up the hill here. Keep focus. Get a nice swing. A little bit fast. It has bite. It's how much is this kick? All right, come on. One more. I know it's only going to put us at a 7 under, but we had, what, a double and a bogey, so pretty good round if we keep it clean. So we're still working on cleaning up the putting and a couple of the input mistakes, but like we fought well. Would have been at like a 10 under. If we get a few things under wraps, I think we're trending in the right direction. 7 under, not cutting it for up against the leaders, but we're not fighting the leaders at this point. Right now, we're just fighting to stay in plat week after week here, so we'll take it.